Hello everyone, I'm Cymatics, and we're here for more Sherlock the Awakened. Now we are in Chapter 5. You can see exactly what happened in the previous episodes. Let's check this. Strong locked from the inside. Unfortunate. How about this? An oiled...
I rather wish my lockpicks had not been lost in the river, along with all our clothes, books, tea.
Great, so I can't just get in there. What happened to Davy? Well, I'm not exactly sure. However, I can assume that the same thing that happened to Davy happened to Kimahare. Bogged down here for a long time. Oh. Steel sturdy intact. Well, we got a horse. And what can we do with a horse? Heavy, covered in dust. I would like to move over this rock. Is there anything else that I can do here? You wouldn't perhaps know any alternative areas that a key might be placed, would you? My deductive skills...
Sir, something bad's happened. I can feel it.
Yes, and I understand. My deductive skills are failing me at the moment. I cannot find this blasted key. Heavy, covered in mud. I've already interacted with you. The broken stems. Chipped edge. Maybe where a key would be. Is this perhaps what it is?
This must be the key to the stables.
Yes, it might be. In a pot that no one exactly looks at. It's a good place to hide it.
Our animal has been suffering for days.
It's dehydrated, Holmes. Without water, it will die.
Then we should get it water. Who could do this to their own animals? What is this?
Cayenne pepper. Half empty. Or as Watson would say, half full. Mr. Arneson's cab is still here.
Which likely means that Mr. Arneson is in the premises. Not very good for me. Is there any other thing that I need to make note of? I would say probably not. So let's enter. Hello.
You did it. You're inside? Have you seen Davy?
Not yet, miss, but we are on it.
Please look for my little brother.
Yes, I apologize.
Sir, if you find Davy, please come tell me.
Yes, we will. Your dear brother, Davy, might be dead, unfortunately. Actually, no. You stated that your brother was mute. That very likely could put your brother in a mental institution.
No way in.
Great. No way in. That is just a fancy way of saying, find a loophole. And exactly where is the loophole? The back door. The back door seems to be the loophole for most of these. Fantastic.
Do you smell that, Holmes? Something bad happened here.
I know. Be prepared for anything.
Yes. Well, I think someone broke into the building. Whose feet?
Someone smaller walked over these boot prints.
Yes. How about the candle?
The candle was burning when it fell.
Yes, and exactly what does that imply? The
Shred
wax.
of wax leads to the door.
Fascinating. That means that likely the person that used this candle is on the other side of that door. Let's check this. Likely where the wax was from. And check here. Whose blood is that?
A few drops of blood, but not from a mortal wound.
That is good. Mr. Arneson, I'm happy to know that you like the work carried out in your study room. It was a challenge and the most difficult job I've done. The lock was handmade to create the mechanism in accordance with your requirements. I added a magnetic bezel that must be activated to open the lock. As requested, it is hard to see the keyhole if you don't know where to look. Tell your friends about me. Thank you, J.G. Locker. Lock and Sons Locksmithery. Well, that's a pretty catchy name. Is this,
Watson, would you please lend me your medical expertise?
I'll do my best. His corneas are already clouded.
likely means that he's been dead for actually pretty decent amount of
The
time.
hand can bend freely. Rigor mortis has passed.
Okay, which means that confirms what the eyes were telling me. Maybe along the feet area?
Hay on his trousers suggests a gardener or groom. A deep stab reached the man's heart. Clean edges suggest a sharp blade, but the wound is too wide for an ordinary knife. This man has been dead for a week, the result of a sharp object piercing his heart.
You are mostly right, but I would bet he died 5 days ago. Heat and humidity will have accelerated the decomposition.
Interesting.
Someone was bleeding, but it doesn't look lethal.
So exactly who's still bleeding in this house? And a bottle broken? No, just landed. I've intercepted a strange telegram sent to Ashmat. It is utterly cryptic, and I cannot make head nor tails of it. The mailman confirmed the telegram was definitely for Ashmat, so he must know what it means. The rest of the note is unreadable. Great. And here?
Burnt papers, now completely unreadable.
That is unfortunate. Likely burnt by that cigar. Let's see. There's quite a few things that I need to find in here. Is this another candle holder?
Bent end of this candlestick has blood on it.
Which likely means that that is one of the weapons. Actually,
Mr. Arneson with his prey.
yes. But exactly what does that mean? More information in
I
here.
will need your help one more time, Doctor.
Watson, analysis. A deep stab wound, likely
An
the same
enormous
dagger.
blow shattered her ribcage.
Shattered. Wow. Come on. There we go.
Blooded, broken nails. The poor woman tried to put up a fight.
And the knife. Perhaps what she used to attack.
Extremely sharp and deadly. A wound like this could only be dealt by a man of incredible strength.
And cruelty.
Yes. What was the person's name at the beginning of the game? We are looking for someone... Oh boy. How to learn content of the burnt message. And what happened to Davy. And about the seat. Hey. Did an outsider potentially ransack the area?
T for 2. An odd glimpse of normalcy amid the horror.
Yes, and one that I am fond of.
A used kitchen towel.
Kitchen towel. It is not unreasonable to assume that a kitchen towel might be used. And we have a lot of information over here. Likely all the information that we need. Size 10 mud with peat, dried up. It's been here for a while. There are quite a few deductions that can be made of this. Is there perhaps a thing up here that I need to investigate? Maybe. Also, maybe not. A very messy person. Cigars and a letter. My dear friend, the boy is a genius. Despite seeing a fraction of my formula, he recreated it and solved it. It is a function that young students have serious trouble with. Your Davy is a prodigy. What surprises me even more is that when I ask him any question, the boy writes answers that are your direct quotes or mine. His memory is impeccable. I know you took the boy under your wing to take care of him, but I'm asking you to let me hold some lessons with him. I truly believe that with your help, this boy can shine and change the world. Lakovka. But he is mute, which means that he's likely going to be classified as insane.
A dull book about local geology. Even I'd struggle.
That means that there's more information up here. I have most of the information, but not quite all of it. Is there anything else in here?
What I wouldn't give for a nice bath right now, Holmes.
Thank you, Watson. Brilliant deduction.
What horrors happened here?
I'm not entirely certain. And that is why we are looking for information, dear Watson. Please keep on my pace. Did anything extra happen in here? Watson, don't scare me like that. A picture. Likely of him and Davy.
Arneson and Davy seem to have got along well. He looks more like a son than a servant. Arneson and Davy, 1881.
Fun. And what is this book about? Raccoons.
Fauna of Louisiana. Full of things that bite, no doubt.
Plenty of things that bite. And the newspaper?
New Pied Piper. Foreigners missing in New Orleans.
Which likely means that our buddy dude, our kidnapping duo, is back. Or I guess it might not be a duo if it's only one person. A letter. Dear Errol, I do want you to find what you are looking for, but I can't deny that my misgivings are growing with each passing day. I fear the worst. I am worried about you, about what you're doing. My heart stops when I think about where you look for your answers. I would have given them to you. I would have given anything so you might stop disappearing. Errol, please, you must stop. We have something beautiful together. Isn't that enough? I hope to hear from you soon. I love you. L. And who is L? Who is L? More information. I still am missing a few things, however. Is there an investigation that I need to do in here? No. Interesting. Let's convene back downstairs, because we need to... A letter from the locksmith about a newly installed lock mechanism inside Arneson's mansion. Oh! I see.
This place sets my teeth on edge, Holmes.
Yes, I understand that. Lock-shaped peculiar form. And I imagine that this is the bezel. And what am I looking for? Is this Arneson? A gun.
Note the blade, Watson.
A curved dagger, probably of Persian or Indian origin.
I see.
9 or 10 inches, I'd say.
Which is likely the kind of blade that was used earlier in order to kill said people. Quite interesting. So it was likely a person that they knew. I'm not exactly certain of this. Watson, can you move? And this. I do not believe it was the butcher's cleaver. That would make more sense. Let's look back at the wounds. I believe that it was the dagger. And then, next thing, apologies. He threw the knife. No, she tried to put up a fight. Or... no. Given by the fact that she was attempting to put up a fight, I believe that this is the most logical answer, especially since her ribcage was broken. Well, considering that blood is all over the place, I'd imagine so. But where would the pig go? But there is not a body here. I'm going to assume that that is the reasonable piece of information. Now I need evidence number 5. Yes. What happened here? It is very likely that this is the answer because both of the people that I saw on the first one are presumably dead. Size 10, dried mud. No, he has to have been carrying the candle. And where was the last piece of evidence? To where he would drop the candle. Yes. And then, likely, it will be with the dagger. No. I think that he was here with the dagger. I see. Quite a few pieces of things that I did not get right. Which means that this one was this. You would feasibly be, well... maybe that. Let's validate this. Only that one. Okay. Well, then let's think about this. You were only holding a candle, but you were holding a candle. So then what on earth were you carrying? Not that. Not that. Not that. Maybe this? No. It would be with the knife. If he was holding a weapon and that was it, it would stand to reason that it would just be the knife. Right?
An intruder entered through the back door at night, leaving mud traces in the hallway. Without being noticed, they picked up a candlestick and struck the man in the chair from behind. In the kitchen, 2 people were drinking tea, the workman and cook. They were startled by the noise of a falling body and went to investigate the parlor. The workman tried to subdue the intruder, but was stabbed by the attacker's knife. Judging by the wound, it was a curved blade. The cook panicked and fled back to the kitchen. The intruder followed, but since their blade was stuck in the workman, they used the meat cleaver on the table to kill her. Someone smaller arrived and discovered the carnage. They dropped the candlestick in horror and ran for safety to a room down the hallway. Meanwhile, the intruder returned to his first victim and dragged their stunned body away from the fireplace and out into the garden.
Into the garden? Which means that we must find whatever information is in the garden. Oh, great. Unfortunately, I have no idea what happened to Davy. Apparently, I do know what happened to Davy. Alura's brother, Davy, is behind the door. Well, let's hope that he is alive behind the door. Well, let's go outside, I guess. Where is the dead body again?
Size 10. The owner's footprints were shallow.
Yes. And anything else?
Size 10. The heels were sinking into the ground. Look here, Doctor. 2 sets of footprints left by the same person, yet they vary in depth. What do you conclude?
Perhaps they arrived empty-handed, but left carrying something heavy.
Precisely. We'll make a detective of you yet, Watson.
Yes, yes I shall. And exactly what am I supposed to make of that?
There's blood here.
Yes, certainly is. Is there any other information that I can make use for that? It's in this direction.
More boot prints.
Which means that they went this way. Out into the garden. They tripped on something. It is a root almost ripped out. Likely that they tripped on it on their way out. Amateur mistake.
These fingers were severed with a single clean stroke, but I don't see the thumb or middle finger.
Why? Slight indent palm print. What else? Many...
Look, Watson. Animal prints. I wonder what kind.
Maybe a sapien. And footprints going back.
Boots. Size 10.
Same person. Likely. But what does that mean? They were obviously attempting to kidnap somebody. Was it potentially Davy? But these are a different kind of shoes.
Luxurious shoes. Size 9.
Size 9. Interesting. Why luxurious
More
shoes?
boot prints.
Yes, there are more boot prints. Out to the docks? Let's look at this first. Blood loss, large wound, waited a while. And a cigar.
A scrap of silk. Soft and elegant.
Or that. Investigation scene completed. I've completed the investigation scene. What? I beg to differ. Inside Arneson Mansion, there is an awful smell of death. The place covered in dirty boot prints of size 10. There are signs that a wounded person was dragged. The door with the bell symbol is locked. Inside a parlor, a dead man lies. Based on his clothes, he was a gardener or a groom. He has a deep chest wound. Judging by the condition of the body, he was laying there for about 5 days. Near a fireplace, there are signs of struggle. The burnt papers and bent candlestick with blood on it suggest someone was attacked. Inside the kitchen, a dead maid lies. She was killed by a blow of significant force to the chest. The nails on her right hand are broken. She probably resisted. 2 people were sitting and drinking tea when everything started, judging by the half-empty cups. One of the chairs has stems of dry hay. A dirty towel lies on the table. A study room on the first floor has an interesting painting. There is a hidden lock on its surface. An animal near it. Reptiles, mammals. I believe it might be a mammal. Carnivore. Even toad. Primate. Wait. Hold on. What kind of animal? What kind of animal? Hold on. Hold your horses. There's a horse dying. Well, it was not a horse. Small paw prints. Impressions are fairly shallow, indicating that the 12 pounds, severed fingers had been nibbled on. The bite marks and line of the jaw being relatively small, suggesting vermin or small dog. A vermin. Interesting. Well, we know that it is a carnivore. around 10 to 50 pounds. Habitat, bayou. I'm not exactly sure. Amphibious, mammal, reptile, fish. It's not a fish. Maybe it is a fish. No, it can't be a fish. Amphibian. It could be an amphibian. There was an animal near the severed fingers. Small paw prints. Leading me to believe that it might be a mammal. Yes, chapter 13. Raccoons! The increasing numbers of raccoons in urban areas has provoked diverse reactions in humans, ranging from hostility at their presence to concerned care. Close proximity to humans results in behavioral changes in how raccoons live and interact with people. For many generations, humans and raccoons have developed an invisible ecosystem that the animals now rely upon when finding food. Raccoons are fond of stealing food from local households. They typically nest inside tree cavities, fallen and dead logs, and other secure and isolated places. Raccoons usually do not prey on domestic cats or dogs, but isolated cases of attacks have been reported. The majority of attacks are as a result of rabies that can afflict raccoons. To protect your household against raccoons, you might consider certain strong scents. Spicy smells can be used as an easy and effective raccoon repellent. A small bottle of cayenne pepper mixed with a gallon of water provides quite a powerful mixture to repel wild raccoons. Spray this pepper solution around your plants, bushes, and other vegetation. If you're trying to deter raccoons from prowling your chicken coop, spray around the perimeter as well. If you don't have cayenne peppers, Epsom salt is a good alternative at just 0.15 cents per brick. And how does that help me? Do I go back to the horse? Perhaps I go back to the horse. Unfortunately, I cannot give it that much care. However, I can still attempt to help it in any way I can. What?
Dear God! Watson, quick! Get her down.
Wait. Who is that? Huh? Wait, who are you? You're the... Oh no! Oh, please don't tell me you're dead.
Ligature marks on her neck. There'll be a bruise, but she should be okay.
Yes, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Anything else? A note. Do you think that in this city the life of one English detective is worth more than that of a mid-servant? Final warning, Mr. Holmes. Grub. Really?
Doctor, Watson, speak to me. How is she?
Grub tried to kill her?
We were just in time, Holmes. Eula is stable, but lucky to be alive. We should take her to a hospital for a further examination.
Yes. I fear I was wrong, Watson. The sheriff is not a man to be underestimated. To lynch an innocent woman just to send a message, it's evil. We're not safe in this city, nor is anyone around us.
Then we must not dawdle. Help me get Eula to her feet.
No, no. I will not leave here without Davy.
Miss, please, we must get you help.
No, I will not be deterred. I will get my brother and bring him home.
Yes, we need to get that lock open, though.
If my deductions are correct, Davy lies behind this door. He ought to be unhurt, but is no doubt shaken.
Davy. Davy, you there?
Davy, we understand what you witnessed before. It's safe now. You're safe. Please, let us in. Your sister wants to see you.
Everything will be all right, I promise.
Yeah, them gentlemen speak the truth. Just open the door. Big sister's here for you.
Yes, we really are.
Davy, oh, come here, you. Thanks, sirs. Lord bless your souls.
Let me examine him, miss. I want to make sure he is unharmed.
Yes, that
Remember,
is
he may
best.
be mute, but he still understands you.
Yes. Hello. I just need to make sure that you are okay. Davy? Hasn't slept for days. Understandable. Pale and haggard, starving, in shock. Also understandable. Shallow breathing, alarmed and agitated. Also understandable. Healing bruise, days old, insignificant. And torn pocket, old clothes or active. Mistreated Davy or cared for Davy? Davy has been left starving for the last 5 days, barricaded inside his room in fear for his life. Fortunately, he is physically unharmed. Davy has lived a good life as a child in this mansion. He has a fresh bruise from a fall or bump that tore. The torn pocket is a result of his active lifestyle. I do believe that he was actually treated rather well, considering the photographs.
Davy seems in good health. The bruise is a remnant of that awful night, perhaps even caused by the intruder, but he is otherwise unharmed. In fact, I believe life here was good for the boy.
Arneson and the others cared for Davy. That may have allowed him to withstand such horrors. I need your help, Davy. We know that the man with the curved dagger is responsible for all this. You recognized the man, yes? The same one in the photograph in the office upstairs, standing with Arneson.
Yes.
Good. Please, write his name. And one last thing. The room with an image of a bell on its door may hold important answers. Do you know a way in?
Thank you very much. I need that information so
Yes.
badly.
I think I've got it. You have been very helpful, Davy.
I see. So I require 2 keys. Unfortunately, however, I am out of time. So thank you for watching. I am quite enjoying the game, and I hope that you are enjoying my playthrough. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you so please. And tune into the next episode. But without further ado, goodbye.